Sprout Scouts! Welcome back to the garden. I'm Allison, and this is Maisie. Today is a very important day. We are going to be making our Sprout Scouts journals, which we use in every episode. These journals will help us explore, enjoy, and observe our garden throughout the year. To better get to know our garden space, we're also going to go on a scavenger hunt. Let's dig in. One of the most important parts of gardening is using observational skills. Gardeners are constantly observing what's going on in their garden, depending on the season, the weather, or what they're growing. It may seem super simple. What do you mean? I notice things all the time. Ooh, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, well, you may think you notice things all around you, but have you ever been to a place you've been a million times, like your backyard or your house or your school, and you've noticed something that's been there all along? When we practice our observational skills, we get even better. If we practice our observational skills this season, we will learn so much more about our garden over the next few months. First things first, we're going to make a journal to write down all of our observations. Let me know if you've seen Maisie anywhere. I have no idea where she's gone. What are some great reasons to use a journal? To record things that we see, we hear, we smell, we feel, and we taste. So we can remember things we've learned about plants and animals. Get creative. The sky's the limit. Today, we're going to make a Sprout Scout journal of our very own. You don't have to make your own, of course. You can buy a new one. You could repurpose one that you've used for school or other creative projects. Or you could use completely different supplies and make one that looks totally different from mine. But I'm going to show you how to make my favorite kind. These are the supplies you'll need for today's activity. Scissors, glue, twine or string, a hole punch, some crayons and markers, a ruler, and if you'd like, some magazines for decoration. Start out with a thick piece of paper and fold it in half. I'm going to take a different color of paper and I'm going to measure a 2-inch strip to be the binding of my journal. I'll measure it at the top and the bottom and draw a line in between. Then I'm going to use some scissors with adult supervision and cut out that 2-inch strip. I'll make sure it's the right size for the side of my journal. And then I'm going to cover it in glue, making sure I get all of the edges so it sticks really well. Now I've got a nice binding on my book. I'm going to take some pieces of paper for the inside of my journal and fold them in half the same way as the cover and put them inside. Using a hole punch, I'm going to put holes along the binding. Then, using that twine or that string, I have some yarn and some scissors with adult supervision. I'll cut off some pieces to use to tie my book together. Feel free to decorate, but this is a great beginning journal. Good job, Sprout Scouts! This is what mine looks like. Let's go learn about a scavenger hunt. The first thing we'll do with our Sprout Scouts journal is practice our observational skills with a scavenger hunt. In a moment, scavenger hunt prompts will appear on the screen. So go ahead and take a moment, pause the video, and write them down in your Sprout Scouts journal. You can complete this scavenger hunt in a park, in a garden, in any green space. Just make sure, if you're in a garden, the gardener knows you're there. And if you'd like to try something, you know what it is, and the gardener's okay with you eating it. When I am out and about, I like to have a clipboard to write on. Like this one. You can use a clipboard or a big book, anything with a hard surface. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Phew, I've been sitting for a really long time. I'm gonna move my body a little bit, so come move your body with me. Let's start by reaching our hands all the way up to the sky and wiggling those fingers. We're gonna sway like a little tree. And then we're gonna go all the way down to the ground, roots down, wiggle your fingers all the way down. And then we're gonna have a windstorm. So bring your arms out to the side. We're gonna sway in the breeze. This is a strong wind. How are your limbs doing? This is a really big storm. I'm gonna shake all the way up and down. How are you feeling? Now it's time to grab my scavenger hunt list and my clipboard and go see what I can find. It's time to write things down in our Sprout Scouts journal. I'm going to use this time to color in all of the pictures that I drew during my scavenger hunt. If you'd like some more journal prompts, go ahead and pause the video and write some of these down in your Sprout Scouts journal. Hi Sprout Scouts! Today was a lot of fun. Remember to bring your Sprout Scouts journal with you for every episode. We'll be making observations, drawing pictures, and doing lots of fun things inside. Next episode, we're going to begin planning out our garden by playing with our food. See you there! The gardener knows about... Well, there's gonna be a dog in this video. Okay, I'm gonna wait till that goes.